Should be back. Let's see how YouTube wants to do it. It's clearly being still a struggle. Hey, there we go. Now we have video, everybody. Welcome. I have live chat up on my phone too, but let's see. Computer's struggling a lot less this time, it seems. Seems a little happier, at least for a laptop. It's still maxed out, but it's okay. At least you can see me. That's all I really care about this stream. We have chat up over here. Let up here, so I got that. And that's just YouTube. We don't have Twitch running, which is pretty okay for now. We'll stick with that. Yeah. Shrink you down so I just have my main measurables. Can I make you any smaller, or are you going to be a butt munch? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. I know you can really see me here or on the big camera here, but today we're going to be putting together a rig for my father-in-law. He's more focused right now. I think he's like getting into geological surveying, so he's going to be using programs and stuff that require a lot of RAM. So we've got 64 gigs up on this rig. I haven't looked into seeing if it can take more. If it will, we might eventually, but not a big deal right now. So we got RAM, we got 14700K because it's a 20 core split, does good optimal processing really well, does a lot of stuff. Split 1000-watt future proofing, easy cooler for now. Just a 5070 because he doesn't game at anything more than 1080p, and so the 12 gigs of VRAM on this will be plenty to help with whatever else he's doing with the big stuff. So that should be fun. I gotta get the thermal paste. I guess this comes with thermal paste too, from what I heard. But and then we also got him a nice little 4 terabyte fucking 990. Nice little sweet thing. DDR5, 64 gigs. Like I said, that 14th gen i7. Super exciting. And then just a basic thermal take. No perforated case, no glass, no nothing. Easy. So at this point, we're going to stuff all the small stuff aside. I'll probably leave this till we're ready to start inserting everything into the case, but I want to get the motherboard prepped. SSD, RAM, CPU. We'll unbox this one later. So we'll leave that up top. Pretty stuff out of the way. Case back, let that sit there. And then we also did get your typical copy of Windows, so not super stressed. This Hyper looks really cool though for just a stock cooler. Although I might have to make a run to Best Buy at some point today. I might have to get more fans because I don't know if that really came with much. But let's pop open this bad mamma jamma here. I don't have a knife readily. I don't know what I have it set to on YouTube, but I'm not really stressed. This will probably get re-uploaded too, but obviously Z790 Plus setup. It's got Wi-Fi 6E, all this stuff. It's an LG 1700 socket, which that Cooler Master fits on. So I'm just kind of cruising. You guys have probably built computers before, but I figured I'd live stream it and hang out while I do it because I haven't done one of these types of streams in a while. Ooh, there's the Wi-Fi antenna. That's sweet. Put that up off here. Slide the whole maybe stop and grab that. Anti-static baggies. I got my dogs staring at me because they're like, Dad, who the fuck are you talking to right now? Nobody. But that's okay. That's how we enjoy life. We got some little sticky pads. Yeah, plastic looks like. There's two standoff and an extra screw. Yeah, there's more of that DI plastic. And then all of our operating manual stuff, which we can pretty much just leave them here for now. We'll leave these baggies up to the side in case we need anything, but that's pretty much all we needed out of that. Up nice and gentle. Slide this back in if it wants to operate. There she goes. Man, these new motherboards look fucking wicked, dude. That's so cool. I've got a Ryzen 5900X right now, which is a 12 core, 24 thread, you know, typical thing. Damn, that's so cool looking. I wish I was putting that in my rig. Look at all that fucking, dude, you guys see that? All that heatsink up here for all your side stuff, the riding. I love it, dude. That looks so good. That looks so good. Here's your rear I/O. I think it's got, what, 6 USB ports and then 2 Cs. HDMI and DisplayPort plus full audio, and then your Wi-Fi. Crazy, crazy stuff. And that was only $180 for that motherboard. Pretty fucking killer, if you ask me. I gotta remember, I haven't built an Intel build. I'll be honest, I've been AMD for the last couple of years. I have not put an Intel computer together in, but it's almost a decade now, actually. But nonetheless, I'm excited. We'll have to remember how to do all this. Yeah, baby. That bad boy back. Now, the important and worrisome part, installing CPUs. Thankfully, it's like the first thing you can do to get it all out of your way, so you don't have to worry about it. Holy fuck, is it stressful. Wow. Dude, that's a heavy little chunk of processing power. I forget. Pins are on the motherboard for Intels, and pins are on the CPU on AMD. They're backwards, they flippy flop. Super gentle. Where's our golden triangle? Okay. There's our arrow. Where's our matching arrow? Am I struggling to find the matching arrow? It seems like. So, I'm going to keep looking. Why is this so hard? I don't understand. Why can't I see here? Give your boy a second. He has to think. What side does my arrow sit on? That's straight. Okay. Oh, there's two corners that look like that, though. So, yeah, that does not answer my question, to be completely frank with you. All right. Well, I guess we're looking at the manual, maybe. Because I can read. I can see this triangle. How do they like to orient these? Probably vertically is my guess. But I would like to make sure. We're gonna do a quick Google. Asus TUF Z790 Plus CPU alignment. Locate the triangle or gold arrow mark on both the CPU and CPU socket on the motherboard. Okay, but there is no golden triangle. Maybe that's the triangle they're talking about, because that has like a slight print triangle in it. So if so, that seems to be the correct orientation. Let's just, let me double check. You're supposed to carefully remove this. Oh, okay, I think I see it. They put the alignment pin down here on that cover. And I don't see any other markings. It seems to be the only mark that can point me in that direction. Oops. Yeah, okay. That's our mark. Okay, what should I am over here stressing, but that's okay because this is a super stressful moment. Seems to be set. Give it a little jiggle. We lay that back down. Oh, I don't fucking like that. It seems to be fully in that socket though. So we are going to not stress. We're going to it's like breaking it. We're going to double check because I'm scared. Those look good. Okay. These alignment pins are fully lined up. It's locked up in all those corners. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to stop being so scared of it. Even though it is very nerve-wracking. Cool. All right. I didn't grab a screwdriver. Let me grab one. Yeah, it's enough. You're okay, Bubbles. I don't know where my tool bag went. It was in here. It was up there. Where is it? I don't know where the tool bag is right now. BRB, right? Found. Get that off on the side. Here, let me fix that angle so we have the correct angle that I was aiming for earlier while looking on this. Eesh. The tape is not liking the wall too much. That's okay. So these. We want that first SSD in that foremost slot. Now, I don't remember if it is still fact, but I can definitely check on my own. Let me pull stream back up so I have chat again. Sorry about that. Not now. I don't need to stream my own stream on the big TV. So I have music in the background. But this thing only has 6 gigs of RAM. I don't even, probably 8. It's for work, not for... I was about to go, is there 2 slots? I always think there's 2, but there's not. Some of them are. Not all of them. Definitely not all of them. slide this delicate beaut out of the box. Because these things are killer. I have a 2 terabyte version of these. I think it's the Evo though, it's not the Pro. Which is okay. Gotta put the i7. He gave me. I got the i7 sticker, so I'm gonna throw that on there when we're done. Almost forgot about it. There's the beauty. Now, if this does not work, this is going back to Micro Center because he dropped it. I definitely don't have a screw for this right now, though, which I think I do actually. I totally came with a standoff and a screw for this. That's what that's for. Alright, how short are you? Do you need to be... Nice, you just sit right on that one, which means I didn't even need a screw. That's amazing. Is it just twist locks? Oh wow, I totally wasted pulling these out. Oh well. That's cool as shit, dude. Sorry, so that's in here. I'm gonna put that out again just for a second, just to make sure. Because I kind of did put that in a little wonky at first. Slide in, fold you down, and lock in place. So then with that, which is really nice, because then it makes setting this up. Do is get Molex power and a SATA connector, so I can hook up a CD drive and install Windows. And the only thing is I didn't pay attention to how this came off. But it's not a big deal, because I think it just goes this way. Judging by the bolt patterns, for sure. That's not straight at all. Bubba, no! It's fine. Everything's fine. Perfect. Get that right where we wanted it. So you stop. Perfect. Actually, I want you to turn a little more match. Yeah. Sweet. That's done. We got the insert. Sorry, I keep all the paperwork and everything in case I do need that down the road, but I'm trying not to keep the boxes of bills. Unless I have way too many accessories to put back in. So far, we're doing really okay. This thing came with very, very little. Although that's kind of a cool little temporary cover. If I do say so myself, I think that looks quite neat. All right. Yeah. If you guys want music in stream, let me know. I will make that happen. I will. I promise. I just have music playing in the background right now for me. If you guys need some, I will. All right, so next thing is our 6,000 megahertz, 64 gigs of RAM. 2 nice fat 32 gig sticks. I should see if this motherboard, I'm guessing because it has 4 sticks, it will support up to 128. But you don't really know. With nowadays, more than likely. PC parts just get so expensive now too. Granted, I managed to save them money putting together this PC rather than them buying a pre-built with less specs. Which is nice. Which I did, I'll be honest, I did downspec the GPU, but that's because the GPU they had in the pre-built was like 4K. It was like a 5070 Ti, you know, their whole AI 4K gaming setup and all that shit, DLSS 4. And I was like, you really, really don't need that if he's only playing at 1080p. So we dropped that. That saved it like $200 to $300 so that we could upgrade to 64 gigs of RAM and 4 terabytes of storage for less than the pre-built price, and a case that looks better and is better performing or the guy that I'm building it for. So happy all the way around right now. Safety, compliance information, I don't care. Because we're already within safety and compliance. I'm doing this on a fucking butcher block in my kitchen. Now, I'm going to follow old spec and put these DRMs, I guess, are they called DRMs? These RAM sticks. I'm going to put them in the way we used to. That is, if I remember correctly, in the farther slots from the CPU setup. So, here, I'll set this back down. We'll confirm. Feel free to grill me in the chat if you do. You still put RAM in the 2 farthest slots from the CPU? No, typically you don't put RAM sticks in the 2 farthest slots when using 2. No. The second and fourth slots, usually labeled A2 and B2, are generally recommended for optimal performance to enable dual channel mode. Do I have labeled lanes? Can I see what they're labeled so I know where to put what where? Because that would be cool. Oh, nice. A2 and B2 usually are generally recommended for optimal performance to enable dual channel mode. Yeah, so we're gonna stick with. Cool. All right. I'm not totally out of practice. Totally still kind of in here, which is fine. We're chilling. I just need to figure out how DDR5 goes. Because it could not go one way. It could go both ways. Okay, it definitely goes this way. Slot you in ever so gently into the right slot. What we want, baby. That's what we're fucking here for. Excuse my French if there are children in the chat. Don't repeat that. Same time, I don't really care. Maybe my streams aren't labeled for children, so it's not really my fault that we're here. But if you are here and you can keep yourself from swearing so that your parents don't get mad at me, then feel free to stay all you want. Just have self-control. That's the best way to put it, is be able to control yourself around your parents and the people you know. You shouldn't be hearing that stuff. That was the way I kind of grew up. Have self-control. And I think that's a really good life lesson for a lot of things that happen nowadays, especially in America, for example. So CPU's on, RAM's in, M.2 is in, so we can probably, I'll leave that on until we're like finals. Probably good to start getting the case out, power supply figured out, because I probably won't put the cooler in until we're more towards putting the CPU in the case. And I don't know how many fans this has, so I kind of need a game plan on whether I need to buy more fans. But for now, this can. Slide the big box over. There's a little rattle in there, so hopefully that's nothing but just materials that we need. Nothing is broken. And if it is, it's a quick trip back to. I say quick trip. I live 2 hours away from Micro Center. So I had to build this whole list and then go drive up there and buy the parts. Which is okay. Not mad about it. Alright, let's see this Batman Magellan in action. I'm going to do the standard box flip. I probably should have opened it upside down, but well, we're already here. Christmas. Want this thing? Come on. Sure, not slowly, but surely. There it goes. Come on, look at the rest of the way. There you go. Look at that. Let's put that right there for now. Get this more into frame. Cross this plastic a little too much, right? Can't tell what is top and what is bottom. So far, seems like it's the right way up. No, it's not. It's on its front side, which is fine either way. Beep. Look at that tiny little case. Oh, that's going to be perfect for him. That looks way better in person than it did on the box. Way, way better. Okay, so we got at least one fan, which is a good start. We got our manual. If you want to know what case it is the Thermaltake V100. It was like 50 bucks. Non-glass, it's all perforated, so if you want, we could put a side fan here, if absolutely necessary. Everything should fit in this case pretty okay, because I don't need the hard drive cage, so if we need to move that, we certainly fucking can. Because it did say it had a hard drive cage in it, I think. Ooh, nice. It has the tucked power supply too, so everything will be hidden there. Oh, it's got a mesh guard for all the perforations. That's good. That's cool. I did not see that coming with a $50 rig, or $50 case. Let me tell you what. But hey, we're winning on that front right now. I'm not complaining. It's really got. Oh yeah. Yeah, we might have to go pick up a set of fans from the Best Buys, but I can finish the rest of the build for you guys on stream and then worry about the fans later. So we will get these screws lined back in, even though they don't seem to like going back in straight ever. I'm trying to find a good place to set this so that I'm not worried about it. Set it right here for now. Got a bag of dangling zip ties, screws and such. We got our front panel I/O, which has 3 USB ports, the audio port, and your reset and power button. Mint. We're chilling. Pretty happy with that, huh? Let me see if I can give you guys a light tip. Give you more counter view. So now we'll get our backing plate off. I'm actually just going to pull these off and set them off to the side where I know they won't get lost, hopefully, anytime soon. Damn, that seems pre-stripped. Awesome. A little bit. Should be okay. You just pop off, you slide off. There she goes. Gentle face there. There we go. All right, so let's get this untied here. Get all of our I/O up and out of the way for now. So you don't got to worry about mounting the SSDs. The hardware cage, or the drive cage, is down here, which is super neat. If people used hard drives anymore, but he's got 4 terabytes of storage. He's got another slot. If we need to throw another 4 in there down the road, we can. So he'll be happy with that. We got plenty of zip ties for cable management, which makes me fucking happy. Let me tell you what. Do we have standoffs? Are you going to tell me I bought a motherboard and a case, and neither of them came with standoffs? That's actually like the biggest joke I've ever seen, if that's the case right now. Holy cow. Are you the standoffs? Oh, okay, cool. They're in the case. Pre-installed. I don't know why I'm stressing like that. I could have just looked and saw the gold tips and everything, and I would have been like, oh yeah, they're right there. Too bad. I'm an idiot. That's why you come and watch me, because I'm stupidly entertaining. Yeah, we got extra screws for it too. Oh, here, I totally didn't plug in my PC. That will cause an issue while you're trying to live stream. Let me tell you what. Keep that plugged in really fast. Boom. Problem L solved though. Someone shared a reel. I'll have to watch that later. I'll catch up with you later, Forrest. All right. So we got all our screws mounting and all that stuff. We don't really need to worry about much else. CPU's over. Motherboard is over there waiting. We can drop this right down there. So, we do have our one fan wire, so we will have an exhaust. It does not have any intake fans. And this does have that nice cutout intake where it draws air through the sides. And you can put the fans like out in this front cover. It gives you a drive bay too, but I don't. I mean, I guess you can mount a drive in there. Yeah. If you wanted a 360 mil rad in there, though, you could put one in there instead. I'll just probably be using the CD drive I got in one of my other rigs just to get it booted to Windows. Do I have to break out slots, or do they just? Oh, do I just pop this off and they can slide out like butter? Very weird, very weird. But we will deal. We will deal. Definitely at least two 120s or another 120. I gotta figure out which way that back one is blowing. I should get like a wireless head camera. Then you could just like follow along while I build it. But cool. Meh. Alright, so case is out, semi-disassembled, ready to go, so we can start breaking out our power supply here, eh? Is that the opening? What are you yelling at? Was it me when I dropped this? Is that what you're barking at? Here, come here, good boy. I know, you probably want to say hi to everybody, huh? Come on, pretty boy. Come on. Come say hi. Come on. Come here, Bubba's. Come on. Come on up. Come on, Bubba boy. Yeah, come on. There you are. There's the pretty boy. Say hi to everybody on stream. Hello. No camera shy, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I got you, Bubbles. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. How am I stupid? Probably. Oh, we're just gonna get the plastic off this first. Just call it a day. If I can get into it. I am a 26-year-old man, dude. I can't get open some fucking plastic off a power supply. Let's go. I work on cars for a living, dude. I do way harder shit than this. I've been doing this for a while. Feels like it opens like everywhere, but doesn't open everywhere. Here, just super thin. Comes with everything. What about that later? I think I've got a pretty similar power supply in my rig right now. Snackies. Not really, Bubba. You don't want to eat those. I don't want you to eat those. I like it quite a bit. What the hell is in here? What is in this? Why is this in a paper bag? Did they also give me cable ties? Wow. What a gem. Good on you, Corsair. Why I bought this power supply over the other one. This type of shit right here. Dude, I've got a whole stack to wire his shit. Let's fucking go. This is going to be a good rig. Oh, it comes with its own power cable. Good to know. All of our modular cable ends that we could probably ever need. Dude, these are nicer than mine. That's crazy. Super exciting. Super exciting to build this stuff. Back in and out of the way. Fully modular power supply. I remember when semi-modulars came out. My first rig didn't even have a modular power supply. So I had like 8,000 different cables hanging out the back for no reason. Silent operation at low to moderate loads. Huh. How neat. Man, that's super labeled now too. I thought that was gonna be a little bigger for 1,000 watt. I think my 1,000 watts bigger. Oh, I might have. I think mine's EVGA. I'm gonna be honest. Mine's an EVGA, not a Corsair. But there's a reason we buy Corsair too. There's always a reason. There's just one fat tie all the way around these cables, dude. That's crazy. Alright, let's get some shit labeled. Not labeled, but laid out would be the best way to put it, huh? I don't know. Oh, hey, look. This comes with a 57, like the 12 pin. I'm scared of these. I haven't used one yet, and all I've heard about them is that if you don't put them in all the way, they can light on fire. Fire! What do you do about that? Nothing. You don't do anything. It's okay, though. We're having fun. We're chilling. I might turn up my swamp cooler a little bit because it is getting a little toasty in here because I keep moving. I am wearing sweatpants in like the middle of summer, but my house was pretty cool before this, so damn, that's so... Oh, that's crazy, dude. Man, I think I know what I'm buying next for power supply. Dead serious. Not even kidding. There's just the straight 12 pin to 12 pin. Classics. And all your extra Molex and stuff. PCIe. One of these is labeled P or CPU, I think. Probably. I don't really care either way. I'll get everything powered up. Yeah, there we go. There's our PCU. PCU. That's a totally different. That's on a Jeep actually. It's a power control unit. PTU, power transfer unit. I actually just had to recommend one because car said it failed, according to Jeep's diagnostic procedure. So, oh, another fun fact about me: I'm actually starting a new job on Monday, tomorrow, moving toolboxes and stuff. So hopefully, my work-life balance should work out a little better. So let me come back to doing videos more. Videos, live streaming. I enjoy the stream side of it, to be honest with you, but I also can't just guarantee that I'm entertaining. Well, I don't really stress either way. People that enjoy my content will find me, and if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. And you know what? I hope they enjoy whatever content they are watching, because that's what matters to me. So let's get this thing flip back around here now, eh? I gotta find screws for the back here, which is easy, although the case is, in fact, damaged a little bit. I'm going to notate that because you watched me pull out a box on stream. Let me get these wires off the top first. But if you look at this base here, that's bent. Right there at the base. Like that, out of the box. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to fix it. Because I'm just that type of way. That is a little frustrating, you know, even if it is a $50 case, right? If you're expecting it to come at least square and not bent at the box, but that's okay. We'll deal with it how we want to. Now I'm trying to decide which way he would kind of want that oriented. Probably, because that's the way I would like it oriented. Let's make sure this everything fits. Nice. First try. Cool. So we will leave you cocked out for a minute because I want to mess around and set up some wiring. We got to get the motherboard in and see how everything else kind of lays over too. So that'll help in a minute. Our main one is our big old boy. The question is, do I want the pretty side coming out or the not so pretty side coming out? Because I'll plug this side right into the power supply. It doesn't directly translate, no. Which is fine, okay, that's the side that needs to go into this anyway. Let's get you plugged up. I didn't eat any corn. Probably a certain amount of people will get that reference if they do. Damn, dude, he has sent me 4 Snapchats. Not Snapchats, Reels. He must be bored. Oh, what cuties. You guys want to see my cat being all cute in my wife's office with our new kitten? Look at that. Oh, if I can find the right camera. There we go. That's the boy, and you can see the little gray girl just chilling right behind him. We love it. We love it, we love it, we love it. He'd probably be all over this counter right now. Kind of surprised he isn't. Well, I guess I know why he isn't. Because he's in there with his mom. And I have live chat up on YouTube. At least, hopefully I do. Let's do a little live check. Let's see how it's doing on Opera. Hopefully they didn't just freeze my stream. Oh, it slowed it down a little bit. There we go. Never mind. We're just going to close Opera. We'll worry about it later. I'll check afterwards. I'm enjoying just streaming and hanging out with everybody. And I can see what my computer's doing, and we're all fine. I do want my vape to hit, though. That would be nice. Ooh. Of course. Let that charge for a little bit. I'll go back and grab that. So we're still just vibing here. Gonna keep you nice and neat. 12 volt 2x6. Our SATA ports, which we don't need to worry about any SATA except for the CD drive. And then that's our PCIe one. That's our main CPU, which does come with the 8-pin setup, either way, which is wild. Maybe I need to go plug in mine. My AMD's got that same style setup, but it's on. I don't know. I remember I did the research on it back in the day, and it was fine. Although I have an MSI, so now that I think about it, that might not even have that 12-pin. That might just be a normal 8-pin, normal PCIe connector, which is great. Or is that CPU up here? I'm confused. Let's see. That's for the... Did I throw away the manual for the power supply? I thought I would have been smart enough to keep that. Yeah, it was. Where did I put it, though? You don't have a manual. You have to screen. You have to... Okay, maybe we're just going to freeball this. I'm guessing we'll focus, because it says CPU and PCIe, right? So we'll focus this top one, I'm guessing, as our CPU port. We'll worry about the PCIe slot in a minute. And I think that's really, other than whatever power maybe coming off of this, we can now actually route through the back. We have that going preferably where we want it to go, which I certainly will. Reroute into the 3, 4, get the big PSP through, put that through, and that's everything but one currently. You through. Last one, okay, and then we'll separate USB 3, 2 ports, and then all of our functions slash LEDs and whatnot. Those are definitely just our USB 2 headers, which I'm pretty sure we have enough of on this motherboard. Yeah, we got fucking plenty of room. I even got a U32 G2. Hell yeah. Yeah, I might go buy a 2-pack of fans from Best Buy after this stream is over. Not might. I will have to because I need to create good airflow so this thing stays cool the way it's supposed to. Yeah, and that's for the GPU. If it uses that, we have our Molex power, SATA powers, so I can run one of these. PCIe. Yeah, be more PCIe. Here are straight 12, so we don't need any of that, which is perfect. That means we can I'll probably leave this in here with this power supply. That way I know it just has the operational capacity if need be to add hard drives or whatever. I mean, granted, I'll probably give him a box that holds everything, all the leftover pieces. We have it all. We have our 2 SATA cables, so I can hook up the disk drive just fine. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got more. That actually might be what I need for that disk drive now that I think about it. I don't think I need the Molex. I'll confirm one way or another because I'll have to go pull that out here in a minute. Actually, wait, I have the case. Don't mind this old rig. The only one with a disk drive in it, baby. Now. Unless it's screwed in on this side. Oh, which is unfortunate. But I did confirm the right connector regardless. So this one can freely go right in. And when we slide that in there, we'll just run one of these out. I'll fix it with the SATA, the power, and then we'll just leave the disk drive on the table because I'll remove it in a minute. Sorry, I just need to have this read. There we go. There we go. Disk drive acquired for the Windows update, everybody. Out of the old rig. Check back away for now. Don't mind the mess behind me. Part of the reason we're out here is because I wanted the countertop, and my office is being reorganized currently. It's partly why I'm not streaming too. But that was mostly because of the job I had, and I was working like 50 to 60 hours a week. On top of trying to stream It just drained me too quickly, and I lost the motivation to keep uploading. But now we're here. We're doing this. Right now, we're doing it. So, we're doing better. We're happy. We're consistent. Got all our power hard drive LED, which it doesn't really matter because it doesn't have a hard drive, but and then power switch and our reset switch. You all can kind of piss off till the last second. Because now that I think about it, other than the graphics card, which we can get out now, and low-key confirm what kind of power adapter we need so I don't have to worry until later. You just ice it out now, plug it in, get the power supply installed, call it a day. Which is cool. I haven't touched an MSI card. I almost went for the what was it? I don't remember who I was gonna go for. But I was looking at a different card. This one had better reviews for the 5070 and everything. So this is what we are rolling with. So you got multi unboxing today, not multi, but computer build on top of it. We're chilling. Having a woo! Damn, that thing is huge. Oh, and it came with the split adapter, so it does take our 2 6-pin. Yeah, fuck. Cool. Well, we have a direct competitor for that, so we don't need, thankfully we don't need this adapter, even though some people prefer it. We're just gonna go straight with Corsair's 12 to 12. And I think it'll look really pretty matching the rest of the build and having the matching cable and not having this braided adapter. And I mean, like, it would still look cool with these, don't get me wrong. And this one goes to, like, if you wanted to do it a normal to the 12 pin or vice versa. But at this point, dude, I have both on both sides. I have one on the power supply and one on the GPU. I might as well just run the straight wire and make it look as clean as possible. That's what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna keep a lot of the extras though. If they need anything, we can go through it. So I'll stick with this bad boy being our GPU power cable, because then that just leaves less load off the PCIe circuit, which means this 1000 watts gonna never work a day in its life. Which I probably could have saved it, but if he wants upgrades for the future, we will be ready. No matter what side goes on what. No. Sweet. All right, let's slide you back over for now. Here, slide that Molex out of the way with our out of the way parts. Flip this whole mamma jamma around. Ease it in there nice and gentle. Ooh. I might remove that hard drive cage. I didn't have the bit to do so. Oh, is it riveted? Ah, you guys are sick. That's fucked. Okay. Well, we will deal, I guess. That kind of blows like major ass cheeks, but it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Everything will be fine. Not super upset about it or anything. In the slightest. Just comb those out real nice. Get that in place. There we go. Alright, now. It did come with some extra standoffs, thankfully. For now, though, I'm gonna try to crack you open, and sorry to do this to your disk drive, but you are the only applicable thing I can dump bolts in right now, so I'm gonna borrow you. Sorry. These for our power supply. So I'm pretty sure these are our power supply screws. Yeah. Get you nice in there. I know the rule, don't tighten them all down until you have all of them in, but in something like this, I work on cars regularly, and even then most times, sometimes you gotta get at least one somewhat cinched down. And not tight, but, you know. In this case, with this bent case, I'm just trying to make sure it keeps the form of the case. Let me tighten them all down. I totally could put a socket on these too. Fun and a challenge there. Cool. Power supply is locked in and loaded. Now we can run our wires kind of out and around the way we need to. Your boats are going to run out to the same place. You are going to be going like right up through here. Because that's just where it is on here. Yep, there it is. Now, I guess I need to figure out what side. Because there's two 8-pins on this for the CPU. And that's a little nerve-wracking. A little bit. Probably should do, actually. So, just do a test run with it out of the. Got the M.2. Just make sure it posts at least. I hate it here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna trust myself. Put the rig together because I really do trust myself to do this kind of thing. I'm super worried about it. Then I have to get the graphics card in. Nah. Be all right. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so neat. That little remote fucking release on that. Watch, I don't know if you can see it from down there, but it's moving that little lever. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. All right. Well then, we will actually be rerouting these right now so that they are out of the way and lay down our case. You. I'll just leave you guys laid out for now. Sit it down real nice. Full funnel that. And out of the way. Now I gotta figure out what screws go into this motherboard. Are these standoffs? Okay, that was pretty fucking easy. Never mind. Would I put that screwdriver? There we go. Will that work for this? No. Smaller. That'll work. Yeah, they riveted that hard drive cave into the bottom too. You'd have to cut it out or drill it out. Dude, that's actually a little upsetting. Like, it would have probably cost you less money. Well, maybe not. I mean, they already... Oh, well. It's a $50 case. You get what you get. If you wanted better, you would have bought better. I don't know why I'm complaining. But we're still cruising and bruising. Ready to get this bad boy laid in there. And then, do I need to get the backing plate cooler on, though? Or will this sit pretty uniformly, although I should probably. I just realized it totally did come with the I/O on the motherboard. I have to press it into the case, which is pretty convenient. All right. We're gonna be super gentle. Got sliding you in there. Super uber. Just kind of finesse that into place. Yeah, that does get blocked, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. CPU cooler time before we tie you down. Because I haven't put together one of these LGA 1700s yet. Like I was saying at the beginning of stream. So, you and me are experiencing this together. So what we got is pretty self-explanatory, but it's the Hyper 212 Black. It's by Cooler Master. I know they're really good and consistent. I would have gone through like a Noctua one, but this was $30. Can't really complain too much. You got your snack pack. Favorite snack pack. You know, the cancerous kind. Man, it's so cool building a rig. I haven't built one in I built a fresh rig in a while. I forget how fun this is. Cool, so we got our cooler fan here. Nice little, that feels really good. Set that fan down here. Let's get our hardware and thermal paste out. Cool, so I don't need to deal with that. That there, and then big mamma jamma part. Back in there. Screw that back in there. Woohoo! Look at that, man. That looks awesome. See how clean that heat pipe is, dude? Nice straight through fins. That's awesome. I love that look. See the copper meld on the bottom? Fucking awesome. Super cool. Man, I wish I could find a job paying as much as I'd want to do this type of shit. Like I get paid a decent amount of money, don't get me wrong. Well, I wouldn't say decent recently. That's why I'm changing jobs again. But I have been in the past. And nothing tickles your fancy like doing this type of shit. At least for me. Alright. Get our bracketry out. There's our thermal paste. And 2 screws in the thermal paste bag for some reason. Get our bracketry out. It's screaming in their greatest profanities. I wonder the fuck these are for. Oh, those are for holding the fan to the grill, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Why am I so retarded? There we go. I was like, holy fucking shit, dude. I was struggling there. Alright. These out of the way. There's nothing else in that bag I need to worry about. So clearly, we have our backing. Alright. So, let's set you back down nice and gentle. Name it U4 there. And then we'll bring all of our brackets down here. Let's get our gem here. All right. Now we take you. However you line up, however you need to. That's how I need you to. There we go. So now, someone knock on my door? What time like somebody knocked and you get this? Yeah. Very interesting. But, oh well. Cool. So we got cooler here. Our base plate's in. Now we just need to see what we need. I don't think we need these. These look like the big ones. But it really, I guess, depends on how you want to mount. Yeah, we don't. Probably up for LGA 1200. Now the question here is too, is we want let's take care of those first. Do need these two screws, these little boys. Leave the thermal paste there. Where did I put the, there it is. Haha. So we will go bloop. And we need this to face a particular way, right? I want it to coincide with the exhaust fan. So we want it that way. Which, if I remember correctly, that should, yeah, no, just fine. So let's do that. Like that. I might have to get a smaller bit to really cinch that down, but we'll do that here in a second once I get this other side on too. No, ma'am. You're cute. You're very cute. Oh, here she comes. The static bomb. Oh, no, 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 no. You are very cute. And I bet chat would love to say hi. But I can't have you all up in these electric parts because you're literally a static electricity. Ground out. Ground out. All right. Voila. It's going. Pretty good, actually. CPUs, RAM is in. Pretty much everything is just going together. No, ma'am. I already told you, Miss Static Bomb, you're not allowed up here right now. If you want your food here, I will grab it for you. Here you go, people. Is that what you want? It's going pretty good, though. Same as laptop almost died, so I had to plug that in. But oh, it's going pretty well. Getting the CPU cooler set up right now. Oh, were they asking? I'm sorry. If they want to tune into the stream, they'll know. Didn't think so. Tell him it'll be ready for him here in a little bit. Like it's gonna be done today. Yeah. Sorry, I had other shit.
I just didn't start it until like it's fine.
It'll be done when it's done. What's up?
Decide if I should bring it back into it so I can snap.
Here,
That's not a big deal.
I got it. Boom.
Easy peasy. Come eat up away from the dog.
Wow. They put this thermal paste on good. Here, I'll be right back, stream. Welcome back, everybody. We are back at it again with more PC building. Sorry for that little delay. It's pretty consistent. Alright, so let's get that thermal paste laid down and then we'll evenly tighten down the rest of this. Alright. Yeah, paper towel. Get this thermal paste down. Probably should have cleaned this up a little bit. Probably enough. Doesn't look the prettiest, but it's sure there. Okay. Down we go. No, I fucked it up, didn't I? It has to go a certain way, huh? You would be sick and twisted like that, wouldn't you? Huh? Excuse me. Why did you make an adapter set that doesn't fit? I'm confused. Did I put them on the wrong side? Are they bent? No. So why are you giving me problems? Let's try flipping it. Okay. Did it not come with everything? That's... Are they moving it out? Let's check the back side of this. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, sorry. I had to sit there and think for a second on that one. Go. much, I guess. Oh, that sounds solid. Remind me never to build an Intel ever again. Holy shit. It might just be this cooler too, but I mean, like a Corsair cooler. Why would it be this? Well, I should have gotten you like earlier, but it's okay. The spring tension is really what just kind of makes it feel wrong for me, you know? It's a little unnerving. Stop. Perfect. Probably should have more cross pattern than that, but it's got plenty of thermal paste, so it'll be all right. Okay. Now, that is nice and tight on there. We are chilling. We are clear. We can shove this back in there. Now I have 2 bottles of that. I can't remember what it's called right now. So how do we do this now? Oh, I see, I see. So it sits. How? I'm confused. Does it like... I'm so confused. That's cool. It's an AM5 socket too. And it's not very clear on that, but it's a little... You like flip it into the fins? Is that what you do? Yeah? Looks about right. Cool. I do have it a little lower than it should be, so let's pick it up a little bit. Try and get more positive pressure through that fan setup. Cool. So that's in. We got that pulling. So we can kind of fix this in now. Why are those all dropped? Should be level. Is it hitting? Cooler? Vacuum plate maybe? Okay, well, I guess we're not throwing in those three. I am not here to flex a motherboard, and that will flex the motherboard. So, you get 6 screws. I guess that kind of just levels it out. Maybe? Yeah. Where'd my screw go? There we go. Let's get this in. Did I make a wrong selection? Seems like it. Feels like I did. Woo! Sorry, putting these in is tedious and a very slow process. Gotta be super on point. We have 3 out of 6 in so far, everybody. So we're just gonna keep on rolling. I get to that one pretty Feels pretty easy until I put the CPU in, right? Sheesh. We're gonna snippity sneak in here. Set that. Perfect. Sorry, I'm totally like out of focus still. Totally should have thought about that. And yoink. Yoink. There you go. Now y'all can see. Not the most straight, because my tape doesn't like to hold this camera up, but that's okay. For a minute, I'll probably make a mount for that later if we do this more often. If you enjoy it, that is. Otherwise, you may never see it again. But I'm enjoying it, so you probably will see it at least one more time. So that's 4. Let's get right there. I almost should have taken like a cutoff out of part of this case. Now that still has to flex. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're only putting those 6 in. I'm not gonna test flexing that motherboard and doing any damage. I like my shit to run when I'm done. That's not even mine. So even more so why this needs to run when I'm done. Those for now. Slide that bad boy out of there. So what do I do? Break them out of the slots they're in? Yeah, it looks like they're tacked in. That's incredible. Okay. Sorry, had a thinking moment there for a second. Let me throw this back in with this hardware here, because that'll go into a storage bin. So now I can stand that up. The rig standing, motherboard in it. So we are even farther along, baby. Now our little easy runs. These two. This has a lot of extra cable for what it is, where it's running. Because I do still want this. As much as he may not look at it much, when he does open it up, I still want him to think, wow, that's nice. You know? Let's get everything run the way we want. Because we can basically all these right through here, because we have no SATA drives or SATA that's going to be coming up through here. Nothing to worry about. So we can get all these filed through and pulled through so I can get them ready to strap them down back here. Since that's all like front panel IO shit. First set of wires tied up out of the way. And we can tie up the rest if we have any more to tie up this way on the back. You guys can't see any of that, but that's okay. I have a tie right up here, holding these wires coming out of this main, like the front panel here, riding out through this hole, and then down. And they just run down and back up and out through this little access port here on the bottom. So we'll keep running with that. Fully realize I do have this face camera to show you shit up here too. So if you look down at the face camera, it's all here. It runs down into the big camera. Okay, so we've got our 4 pin here. We all know where that goes. Now it might get some of the same running treatment, to be honest with you. It's because there's so fucking much of it, dude. I don't really... We can stack up some of that wiring down here. I think we have enough. Like make it loop and look pretty nice up here. So we'll run it back down through. Even running up here, at the port it's probably going to end up coming out of. This part is going to suck, because this is right on the flexy part of that board. I am not too keen, like I said, snapping a board in half. There we go. Got that in nice and gentle, no cracks, other than the click of the lock, which is what we want. It's what we're fucking aiming for, boys and girls. So now, we can kind of cycle some of this back through now that we got our play done. We can actually, I guess that probably just keeps that there. We can recirculate that to run alongside our tracks here. So we'll just let that kind of float there because we know where we want it, know where we want it to go. These I can run down here and out of the way for a second. We got our CPU, that's our GPU. On our CPU, which I am running probably up along this way because I can zip tie it right here. It's right up and fucking through. So we'll grab that. Whisk that through minutely. And then we shall. What I should probably figure out is what side I need to use, because they both look identical. ATX 12 volt 1 and 2. Okay, so we'll go into 1. That seems pretty self-explanatory, thankfully. Yep. That is now clicked in. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just flattening this wire out so that it lays into this panel the way I want it to. That would leave it tight, tucked, and out of the way. There is enough room to keep making it happen down here, then we're going to. Now that that's all nice and tight, zip tie that real good. Come on. There you go. I think I can cope with that for now. Then we got our GPU runner. We want to come out. Same slot as our 24 pin. We'll leave that kind of dangling a little pretty. So we'll get back here. I have a lot of zip ties, so we're going to tie down some of these cables some more. Now I do want to leave that the option to be able to come out a little bit. So that leaves that nice and neat. Oh yeah, you're gonna funnel this zip tie thing. All that, nice. Fuck yeah. Look at that. Dude, you can't even see it till it pops out the side here. So all that's just clean panel till it pops out, which I can throw another zip tie on that to keep those nice and tightly grouped because I have overabundance of them right now. And since these ones seem to want to splinter off more than the other ones, I might as well give it the option of staying together. I mean to keep moving the mesh, but if it moves that easily. Now he will have RGB in the case. The only reason I opted for the RGB is because it gave me 64 gigs of RAM at a cheaper price. So that's what we went with. But so far though, we're looking very, very solid. Very good. We just kind of really start plugging in our front IO here on the inside of the case. That's kind of what where we're at right now. I can kind of tip that down so you get a more downward view, I guess, of me. A little easier since you do have the one up top here, because this is the top of the other cam. Then you see the rest definitely from the upper. And I can tip you up a little more just to give you a little more viewing. There we go. And then chassis fan number 1, we can just sweet. So that's coming along very nicely. We just need to get all this front panel IO in and then run one of those SATA drives down through the bottom so that we can hook up the CD drive out the back just fine. I do need to bring a monitor out here. I guess I have a TV over there we can test it on. Then I still gotta figure out what I need to do with these, if they need to be broken. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like you break those out. They're tacked in, like almost via a weld. Wow. So we'll fuck with that in a second. We're gonna start dealing with all our USB ports really quick because I can kind of run these and organize them accordingly. USB 3 header. Works, huh? Yeah. Where's our standard USB headers? There we go. So run this up and out of the way just a little bit. So I can sit here and get these all in place. So I found our USB ports. We'll worry about those. I'm more worried about these bad boys, which I'm gonna have to get close and personal with. I got power, LED. Where's our reset switch? Let's see. Okay. Hard drive LED. That power LED. Why do I have two though? Interesting. Okay, so power LED, positive and negative. Hard drive. Those two, I believe. Right? And then it's a reset on the bottom here. Here we go. Here, I need a flashlight because I cannot see. It says I have 2 power LEDs. Let's go. Okay. I want you like that. Yep. Correcto mundo. And then go pin 1. And pin 2. And then power switch is on top of the reset switch. That's all those. We can run our USBs over now. Actually, I almost prefer running them over and right through here. I don't know if you guys probably saw that, not at all, because I suck at this, but rerouted the USBs from out of these holes where I had all the power switches and LEDs coming from, which I'm going to retract a bit and try to get to sit tucked a little more. And then we got our USB ports run up and through so that they can be plugged in. What is this one? Oh, this is audio. Okay. But we're in the right way. I don't know if it'll take it, but if it does, let me know we're kind of leaned the right way. Maybe not though. Which one's one? USB 101, USB 12. I need HD audio, baby. Hmm. I forget a pamphlet in here? Yeah. Check the manual. That'll for sure tell me what is what before I power this thing on and nothing works. Bless you! Certificate of reliability. You get a whole stack of stickers when you buy Tough Stuff, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the whole Tough line comes with a whole line of stickers, which is dope. I think it's cool. I fuck with it. Okay, here we go. No. Okay. Sorry, guys, I gotta read. RGB headers, we're clear on that. Okay, cool. So that one in the middle is exactly what it's supposed to be. Nothing. Perfect. Look at me being on point. Well, it's kind of like my auto tech in me that always verifies information with cross-referenced information. Because you never really know sometimes. Cool. So power's hooked up. All our USB ports, front headers, everything else is hooked up. The only thing we are worried about now is our GPU. And then hooking up this drive so I can hooking up the drive so I can boot Windows. Which is pretty easy. We can actually do that really fast. Nice thing about solid state drives and them being M.2 SSDs, including on the motherboard now, because this has like 3 total slots, I think, on top of all the SATA ports. So you could add just normal solid state drives. They're not quite as fast, but they'll still compete. You know, give you a good run for your fucking money, and they're cheaper than M.2s more often than not. From what I remember, I could be wrong because I've been so enthralled looking at M.2s as of recently. I totally closed YouTube chat. Come back, even though we're chilling. So we just got our GPU left and the disk drive. So like I said, we are going to do really fast so I don't forget about it. Find a little baggie for those eventually. Cool. So we got our CD drive here now. Let's hook you out just enough. Hook you up because I can hook you up first and not worry about it. There we go. CD drive is temporarily hooked up, baby. Okay, so we got that. Gonna unplug that for now. Before we plug you in, oh, I did mess with my card. Let's get it booted. I haven't even put the card in yet. Like, arguably, the best part about PCs. Just kind of ship that off to the side there. Get our cables out of the way of the disk drive. I'm tired of that red grid sitting there. So just, there we go. Sorry I don't have any of my normal like graphics up or anything. I'm just kind of rolling with it on this laptop right now. But we are back with the MSI Ventus 3 Overclock Edition RTX 5070, which, fun fact, is my first out of the last 2 series of cards to touch. I haven't touched a 40 series, and I most certainly have not touched a 50 series. This is the first one I've ever experienced, and it's a massive card for a 5070, which is, you know, like 4070, 3070, 2070 equivalent. But like the TI was 4 more gigs of VRAM. They were like advertising to run 4K gaming pretty standard. And I was like, not necessary. Not at least for the applications this computer is going to see. It's going to see more work than it is play. And that was the whole goal of this build. Let's try to get him the most price to performance ratio in terms of what he plans on doing with it the most. And them telling me it was mostly like hardware stuff, I was like, okay, well, I kind of found the software I think they're planning on using. But yeah, this will do like ray tracing. It'll run up MSI Afterburner pretty easily. It's got a full metal backplate from what I understand too. So we're going to take a quick little peek at that, because I'm for sure excited to take a peek at one of these cards. Because I personally right now, I'm running AMD. I'm a full red build on my personal streaming computer, the one you guys see me game on all the time. Woo! That's crazy, dude. The card ends here. The rest of this is just heatsink. That's all, like, you can see right through it. It's all heatsink on the back. Like, the card ends there. The rest of it is all heatsink up here. That's how small those RTX series cards are with all this AI stuff they're using. Which is, like, cool, don't get me wrong. I get it. I don't think we should be full diving into AI the way they are, but, you know, I can't really tell big man up at NVIDIA what to do. He's kind of super genius, so we're just cooking with the ingredients we got, you know what I mean? Let's get this. Oh, you sick bastard. There's our pull tab. Woo! Nice. That's crazy, man. My 7900 XT, dude, still is like a full-length card. All right, so let's see where you line up slot-wise. Oh, there's more plastic. I missed. There we go. Fuck yeah. So let's see where you're gonna sit. Okay, that USB might have to plan it a different way. Yeah, you're gonna take the 2 slots I gotta break out. We're just gonna thank you. Wild, dude. Tapped into place, or tacked into place. Crazy, Crazy, crazy word. Thermal tape. Very interesting. Not bad, but definitely interesting. What's up, Bubba boy? You guys want to see the cute orange? No, I know you're young. Are you gonna run? Yeah. Hello. You want to come up and say hi to chat in a minute? You can. Okay. So now I do definitely know that we have screws for mounting the GPU. I'm pretty sure. And it gives me one, so it shows me what the screw is. One there. There's another. Perfect. So, with that, we will now start the struggle putting a graphics card in. Thankfully, this isn't like a heavy card. It didn't come with a stand or anything, so we don't really have to worry about any of that too much. And now that this is all lined up, what is... Oh, really? Do I have to... maybe? Shouldn't really make a difference, though, should it? See why that was hard. Did it clear out all the gunk in there? Because they probably just painted the rig after they were done with it and didn't clean out any bolt holes, so you gotta force shit through all that paint, which is to be expected. That happens in the automotive industry too, surprisingly enough. Yeah, Bubba, is your mom not letting you in the office? Sounds like he's a little mad about it. All right. Card is in. Now, I'll have to pull. Is that the HDMI? Yeah, very end. Cool. Grab power cable. Pull out our Windows disk and all this bullshit. Get this thing powered on. Let me get our work area cleaned up a little bit more. Get all our extras kind of brought back together. Oh, okay, cool. There's the Micro Center receipt. Got Windows, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got a perfect use for this bag. Let's go, everybody. Let's get our little covery thingy-majigger back in here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, that lets you just access those anyway. Oh, that would have been like fantastic. But I took it off already. So what does it matter? Let's go. Solid cleanup. Get those out together. All necessary paperwork. What are you walking around yelling for, Bubba? You're fine. You're a big boy. You can deal with not hanging out with your mom for a few hours. Yeah, is it that bad? Here, come here. Come here, Bubba. Come on. Come on up. Come say hi to everybody. See if I can get the pretty orange boy to come up. There he is. Good boy. We love it. We got that there. Kind of try to be gentle with that because we know that's not having a lot of pull. You want to sit on a chair, Bubba? You want a box to sit on? Sit on his. No? Okay. He's hanging out. Cool. So I just need an HDMI cable, a TV, so we can verify that it'll boot. There's our monitor slash TV. Same thing. I just need to get a power cable for it, which I do have. So we got that plugged in. I'll get that plugged in. Get the TV plugged in. I don't have enough. I'll grab a mouse. Absolutely need one. But for now, I just got a keyboard and a power cable for the TV. recording. In theory, that should turn right on. Cool. TV's on. Let's get this keyboard unraveled and plugged in so we can at least check for boot. Sorry, you can't particularly see the whole monitor, but I don't think that's really a requirement for you right now. Unless you guys let me know otherwise. Whoa, who's making a mess over there? Oh well. All right. Your test, everybody. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. Let's take a big swig of water. Keyboard is hooked up. There is no antenna plugged in right now, though, but we're close enough to my router. It should be fine. So, here we go. We got power. Motherboard's got power. Okay, it's a good sign. Will the disk drive open? Maybe not till the computer's on. All right. Well, we got power. Got everything hooked up. Time for the start. You hear whatever that is ripping down on the main road. CPU fans are spinning. I have no display. See if it's in the motherboard right now. Oh, there's that. Keyboard kicked on. Let's throw it back into the graphics card. Maybe that's probably where it's going. Nice. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's like ancient tech. Whatever that. Well, I know exactly what this is. This is an old school project. Let me know if you guys are bored. I'll upload this. That's crazy. That was like 4th grade robotics class. I have no display. Monitoring lights look all good. So I don't know. Do I have this on the wrong input? Is that what's up? We're on HDMI 1. Pretty sure that's what I plugged that port into as well. Yeah. We have a bad HDMI. Interesting. Well, let's see if the reset switch works. Reset switch. Yep. Reset switch works. It's lighting up orange right now. Ram's orange. Ram's not red though. That's a good sign. We're gonna try popping back into the motherboard. Here we go. Now we got boot. Huh. Grab a different HDMI cable, just in case. Might even need some slave board for all I know. I don't trust his HDMI cable. Okay. Well, it says we're somewhere, but it's not showing me anything. Wow. I wonder. Huh. Now we are in diagnosis mode. DRAM likes to load up orange, so we're going to try pulling out a stick. Loading it up like that. This is fun. This is fun. We're having fun. We got white. Hmm. I do not know why it's not booting. Or why it's not giving me display. It's like, do I have this hardened all the way? I mean, its fans are spinning. No, that didn't sound good. I didn't like that. Interesting. Okay. Well, PC is built. I cannot seem to get it to display, which could be. Let's see. Let's do the old Google because I don't have a wealth of knowledge. Double check everything. Basically what I've done already, but you're certainly all the way in. So I don't know be causing you to have a lack of communication on a brand new rig. It's booted. It's booting. I wonder if I need that adapter. Well, you'd think a 6 and 12 pin would just work for it, right? I mean, the GPU's on. There's no RGB on it, so I, can't tell, but its fans are spinning. Maybe it's this TV. Try switching it to impulse. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to fix this on stream because I feel like that just kind of helps. Okay, let's do a full shut down. Turn you back off. We'll get this RAM stick back in because it's clearly not really the issue right now. Yeah. Ugh. Already tried different cable. So I don't really think I'd have two bad cables in a row, but I fucking could. I mean, here. Let's get a. This will tell me really quick. Okay, so TV cable's working fine. Good to know. Because that picked up instantly. All they do is protect, right? They're shorting it out. Let's check the adapter this comes with. This one has 4 pins on top. Where the one I was supplied with only has 2. And all my other 4 pins. So is this one right? That one doesn't have any pins in it. Did I like put them on the wrong side or something maybe? That's this one. At least it's right up front. Did I mix them up? No, they're about the same. Oh, there was another CPU wire. Do I need both? Does it need all 8 pins? I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about these. Does an LGA 1700 motherboard need both CPU power cables? You don't always need both if your CPU is a high-end one. What the fuck is it? I have 2 8-pin. Yeah. Well, as much as I hate to do it to myself, we're gonna fuck around, hook up 2 more PCIe cables because it looks like we need, yeah, like all 8. Trying to keep it nice and neat. Their shit. Clearly, you want the box, Bubba? I'll empty it out for you in a little bit, okay? We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna do some troubleshooting here, everybody. Hi, Bubba's. Yeah, I'm done doing the sensitive stuff, so you can hang out here a little bit. Here. Wanna lay down right there? You wanna lay down right there? Go too crazy. Oh, that's the CPU. Whoops. Where'd the other PCIe go? It's over there. Alright, let's get you turned a little bit more effectively. Right. We're gonna get these 2 plugged in first. I'll go. What are you doing? No. Sit on this, Bubba. With that. You lay on that. Good enough. box data. Okay. We are troubleshooting now. The PC build is done. Fun fact for everybody. I totally don't have chat up though. Let's figure out what's going on here, eh? What way do you clip in? The top? Bottom? Okay. Probably be really primo if I haven't screwed this. Partial disassembly and diagnosis is sometimes required. And this power supply is 4 screws. So it's rather easy to pop out. So I did get the screws in there real good, so. Meow. Yelly boy. All right, let's give that a shot. RAM light still orange. Oh. All right, so it looks like we're rerouting our power cables because that one doesn't work, or it needed that lift to get to work. Before making any adjustments in the BIOS, press F5 to load factory default settings to ensure smooth operation. If setting up Intel RAID, configure. Now, please F1 to enter BIOS. Okay. We got boot, everybody. Let's go. So far it seems like it was our 12 pin to 12 pin, which is fucking stupid. Why would you? Okay, it's whatever. It's okay. We're good. Everything's fine. Let me get one more view. Let's open up our boot menu. Damn, there's 6 gigs on that CD? Jesus. Okay, we're booting from our CD now. So that should allow us to configure the 4 terabyte SSD as our boot drive. And this thing will probably boot up faster than God sometimes. Put on my slides, my feet hurt. It's going to take its sweet time booting from the CD, but it's progress. And at least once I know it boots and the graphics card does display and everything is fine, like, it's supposed to be. Although we look a little frozen right now. Yeah, back in while we are waiting for this to boot. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully pretty good. Okay. Just boot. Oh, there we go. It's about to Google if it takes a while. I mean, it's basically a spinning hard drive. Language to install, time, and currency format. Keyboard input method. All right, let me grab a mouse because I guess I need it now. All right. Mouse is here. I agree. Everything will be deleted, including yeah. We don't have. Doesn't matter on here. Where do you gently scratch? Huh. Why am I struggling to scratch a key off? Okay. Where do you scratch off the Windows key? I'm so confused. How long is this thing? Good. I don't understand. Why is there even a QR code? Yeah, I'm very confused. Just there's no activation key on here, bro. Do I like? Like, got it. Your boy's just a retard. Cool. All right, get this done. Okay, 9. Excuse me. Alright. You're not connected to the internet, so I don't know how well you're gonna check this key, but all right. Your product key works. Continue when you're ready. All right. Windows was last updated April of 2024. That's why do I get so many updates? Maybe it was a privacy statement or whatever. Perfect. We are installing Windows, everybody. So, I don't know. We'll probably leave it for now. I still got to reroute that setup and have him keep an eye on his temperatures. But it really depends. But it will restart several times, so that's about it for today, everybody. I'll keep patching it up and getting it going. It's installing Windows. Got the disk drive going. So with that, for now, everybody, that is all. That is all for today's stream. I appreciate you all for checking out, coming and hanging out. Figured out the issue. Maybe it's that power cable. I might, now that we have it booting up again, I might try those 12 pins again and see if it just boots normally. If not, we're going to be wiring these in instead of that 12, and I'll have to snip a few zip ties, but they gave me plenty to work with, so we should be a-okay. Honestly, might even just be able to run these right through here, but that leaves a lot of extra cable in places we don't really want it. But either way, it'll be done here shortly. I can put the power supply back in. We got that 12 pin out on this side, right? So at this point, I'll just snip it out. I'll snip these two, separate it, run the new one through, and then we'll call it good. But I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time just sitting here unless there's something you guys particularly feel like talking about. You got any questions for me? I'll leave the stream. We'll probably keep going for a couple more minutes just to see. I don't have chat. Where's chat? There we go. I have chat. Oh. But yeah, that's really about it today, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now before I end up logging off. I think we're all chilling. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you again for checking out the stream. Thank you again for tuning in when we built this nice old rig over here. And I hope to catch all of you soon in the next video. I know you can see me in both. It's a little discombobulating, but look at my face down in the corner right now. That's where you want to look. Thank you guys for checking out the stream. Thank you guys for coming in and giving me some view time. It even just that much means a lot. You know, you guys just coming in and checking out the stream helps. More interaction helps too, more often than not. But I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to make this work, and I'm here to have fun and enjoy my time. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next stream or next video. Peace out.